This is Charity, and welcome to my new series on building a super sim. So, I actually recorded this before, but decided to take a new direction. I originally wanted to make a spell casting vampire, which used to be possible in The Sims because there was a bug that allowed spellcaster vampire hybrids through offspring. However, that bug is no longer active, they fixed it, and I decided that what I want to do for this series is play The Sims completely without mods and without cheats of any kind. So I will also be playing on normal lifespan, and I will try to get the most powerful sim possible. The first step for that is that I have my starting sim, which is actually going to have nothing to do with the sim that I am creating. So this is Zero. She's from another Let's Play that I used to have with 100 toddlers. So if you'd like to check out that video, you can find it on my channel. For this series, however, she's just going to be starting the process of building a super sim by summoning the island elementals. And what that will do is bring the Sulani spirits to her home, and she needs to get one of them to join the household. So preferably females are better just because I like to actually have the pregnant sim in my household, and if I get a male sim, then unfortunately I have to go find a female sim and try to get her to join the household. Well, we got two male sims and one female sim. Okay, let's try and meet you and see if maybe she can be the first parent. So the whole point of this series is actually to show that The Sims it will not be a good online candidate for a game because unfortunately they have no idea how to balance things. Because if you look at all of the past expansions and then you start playing with the new ones, uh, basically they introduce features that make everything else irrelevant and make any sort of challenge irrelevant. So you have to actively restrict yourself in order to actually make the gameplay interesting. Okay, and another thing that it makes it real easy to get someone to like you is to take pictures. This is also on a tiny home lot that's a micro home, so everything is super easy to build relationships with. And even if you're not using a tiny home, yep, see, ask to move in, and that will make her a living sim. Okay, come on, ask her to move in. That's another thing is if I can't get to work, if I can't get this to work without cheating, technically I'm not supposed to do it. But come on, I've asked you to move in like 3 times. And the option is there. Why is it not happening? Thank you. Okay, so this is another version of cheating. When you move a townie in, you basically get all their money. All right, there's the first one. So let's check her out and see if she has any features. Oh no, she's non-committal and a loader. Okay, I'm going to get one of the guys to move in. That's just ridiculous. I can't work with those traits. All right, let's take a picture with him. Why is there water on the floor? Okay, apparently I think you have to start a conversation with them first and then ask them to move in. Because when I just click the ask to move in button, it does nothing. And I can't queue it up. It it's just ridiculous the way that thing works. That'll get me another 20,000 simoleons. Okay, what are your traits? Green feed, music lover, and cheerful. Okay, and they also have this Sulani Mana Trait, which they can pass on. So that's the trait I am after. He's actually alluring, so that will make it super easy to have him hook up with someone. And yeah, let's just give ourselves a lot of choices. Could I take a picture with you, please? All right, so we're friends. And then you can move in and give me another 20,000 simoleons. And then I can just move out the two that I don't want. Yeah, rags to riches. Just move in a bunch of townies and then have them move out and don't give them any of these stuff. So what I had to do is actually build a few houses because I can't get any of these houses off of the gallery. And I can't, because if I get something off of the gallery, it might have been cheated, especially with move objects. So there's no move objects allowed here. However, I did allow myself to make this enclosed fence area that should have counted as tiles, but the game actually allows you to make these without cheats. And don't ask why the trash can's in a fence. If you know this, if you've played The Sims, you know why the trash can's in a fence. Okay, so this one is adventurous, clumsy, and active. Not bad traits, but I think I still prefer the alluring one. That one will He doesn't look very happy right now. But that will make it the easiest. And I'll actually be nice and give these two 20,000 simoleons and move them onto a lot. Okay, so now we have the Sulani Mana trait in the family tree. Okay, time for step 2. So I want to make a mage. And the best way to make a mage is to have several generations of mages, so you can get the ancient bloodline trait. So we'll visit the charm family. Now, unfortunately, the only female charm child here is a teenager, so I won't be able to ask her to join the household. So this is a little trick that you can use, is that if she is part of the family, then you just have to get to know one of the adults, and then you can have the teenager join the family. So this is actually her brother, who is a young adult. And since we're not on the home lot, then we have to take photos a couple of times because we don't have the tiny living bonus. I could just invite him to the home lot, but I don't want to go through another loading screen. See, we can already ask him to join the household. So we're going to ask her brother Daryl to join the household. But it pops up with a screen that has all of the Sims in the picture. And we don't even have to take Daryl with us. We just have to take his sister. Okay, see, his sister's name is Gemma, and Gemma has the trait that we're looking for. We can even take their money. And I don't care if it's an exploit or if it's supposed to be that way. I'm just going to treat anything that the game allows you to do, bug or not, at the time that I play it, is legal. So now Gemma, who is a teenager, is part of my household, and I don't even know her really. But she has this strong bloodline trait. So any child of hers will have the ancient bloodline. Now I might just go ahead and make Enzo a spellcaster, because if they have a baby and he's not a spellcaster, then there's a 50-50 chance that the baby will not be a spellcaster. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the boring part of making him a spellcaster. So we travel to the magic realm. All right, and since I might not have to do this for any of the other generations, I'm going to actually do it with him. So the way you become a spellcaster is you find one of the mages and you just introduce yourself, and you have to get on their good side. Hello, Elphaba, how are you doing today? Okay, so we take a picture with you. Just take a picture, quit chatting. All right, how do I become a spellcaster? So on the friendly menu, there's this ask how to use magic. And she gives me a buff, and I have to go find the motes, blah, blah, blah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we speedrun it. Okay, where are you, Elphaba? I need to give you these motes. They always go away because it takes you so long to walk around and find the motes. There you are. Turn them in. I guess it's under friendly. Yes, turn in motes is under friendly. Now that's not 100% necessary, but it is nice that I can guarantee that the baby will be a spellcaster. Now in The Sims, a teen cannot have a child. So she has to be an adult, but that's okay. We can just age her up. So I need you to bake a cake. And no one eat the cake. Oh, I have to be careful that she doesn't eat the cake. She's hungry. All right, blow out the candles and become an adult. And we'll just go ahead and use my favorite trait, which is Dance Machine. The one bad thing about Gemma, I forgot, is that she is a goofball, which means she's going to break my toilet a lot. Oh well. Maybe I should get Zero a job. Or maybe I can send her somewhere. There needs to be a command that just says go to rabbit hole. Unfortunately, there is not. Let me try just making you sleep. Are you tired? Not really, but let's just have you go to sleep. Oh, and that was really easy. Now this part is actually more difficult. If you have a non-committal sim or a sim that hates children, they will not try for a baby. But it's pretty easy if they have any other traits. Oh, I forgot to put the fertility buff on the house, or maybe I did. I forgot. Okay, she's not pregnant. Apparently, Gemma has a bad reputation. I don't know why she's getting an offer for a crime lord rank 5, but sure. She doesn't have a bad reputation. She has a neutral reputation. But that's okay. I'll take it. Okay, we did not get a baby, so we will have to try again. Do I have the lot trait on this house? Yes, I do have. Okay, well, that's just for if that doesn't help you having a baby. That actually just helps you have twins. So I get a choice of having a boy or a girl, hopefully. Okay, don't wash your hands. You don't need to wash your hands. Okay, they're going to be in the shower anyway, so why don't you just make some salad because everyone's starting to get hungry. I just didn't want her to get in the middle of the conversation and make things awkward because that's what Sims love to do. Okay, and we're pregnant. So the only thing left to do now is to have the baby. All right, and when do you go to work? In 2 days from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m.? Oh, that's a terrible schedule. Well, I'm not going to be able to keep them all on the same schedule. So what should zero be? Probably tech support. Okay, stop chatting. It makes the time go by a lot faster if they all have jobs. Okay, and you can be maybe a green technician or a conservationist, since you like to be a green fiend. Let's go with conservationist. And I really don't care about your career progression. So just do whatever you want for the next 2 days. Although no sleeping, everyone sleeps at the same time. You can't go super speed unless everyone is sleeping at the exact same time. So Gemma's in a third trimester and she just needs to give birth now. So what I prefer to do is actually just buy a bassinet and wait for them to be in labor and then just click on the bassinet and say have baby instead of going to the hospital. Now I wonder if she's going to go into labor while she's at work. Oh well, I'm going to send her to work anyway because I don't want you to mess up the toilet. Yeah, she went into labor. Okay. And supposedly, okay, this is dumb. It looks like she's still at work, but she's not. So it might be a little bit glitched out. It was supposed to make her leave work. Well, I guess you can have a baby while you're still working. And I am not using mods. I am not using cheats. So this is a bug. Chame. Okay, no, we're not naming the the boy Chame. Chame Charm. Christopher, okay. And this one's going to be Sammy. Oh, I have. Oh, a girl. Triplets. Okay. Carrie. All right. I have not seen triplets before, but I guess with the lot trait, it does make sense. All right. Now we have to get the babies out of the house because unfortunately there's not enough room for them in here. Well, I guess it's time to age them all up because I can't be bothered. We don't need babies. Okay, now that we have three toddlers, we're going to age them up straight into children and straight into teenagers and young adults because this is not the generation that we are going to play with either. Now I only need one of these and I get to pick the traits. So we're going to use Carrie. I just want to make the other ones young adults because I don't want a bunch of aunts and uncles that are toddlers. That would be weird. And of course, they have to come outside and all the way around to the back in order to age up because there's not enough room inside, apparently. Okay, time to get a table outside. This will make it much quicker. All right, now for sibling number two. No, 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 not, no. Oh, darn it. I did not mean to make her blow out the candles. I guess Zero is going to be an adult. All right, I have to be careful. Use the correct sim to blow out the candles. Okay, now for the last one. Okay, since her traits sort of matter, I'm going to actually pick ones that are sort of useful, I guess. Well, none of them are useful. It's just which ones are not useful. Like, don't pick unflirty. Oh, apparently Giva came home, but she is here already. So I guess she got paid for that whole day. She did. Okay, so this is the sim that we're going to make the next generation with. And the next trait we will be trying to get is half alien. Now, the alien trait is not really that necessary. It's just kind of nice sometimes to know who's an alien and who's not by being able to do the special handshake. So that is completely optional, but we're going to go ahead and do it because you can't make her a full alien, even though I have accidentally done that in one of my other Let's Plays where I had two half alien spellcasters have a baby and the baby was both a spellcaster and a full alien because she got both the alien side DNA traits from her parents. And I think that was a bug. I don't think it was due to the mods I was using, but I don't want to do that because you have to be Father Winter's baby directly in order to get the Father Winter's baby trait. You can't be just a descendant of that person. You have to be his actual child. And of course, Father Winter is not half alien or full alien, so that won't work. So I'm going to cut it off here. This is Charity. Thanks for watching.